Luke isn't slowing down, but everyone's falling down.
Holy smoke-a-rollies.
And Cam is taking us through the whole alphabet.
As I always say, ABC, always be Cam.
This is Hannah Brown's season of The Bachelorette, episode 2. Grab your glasses. It's time for Roses and Rosé. Hi, you guys. I'm Lauren Zima. I'm here, just like Cam. I'm everywhere, in every moment of the episode, invited or not. But thank you for inviting me onto your screens. Love you guys so much. What a season this is so far. I'm loving it. I think the guys have so much personality. What did you think of episode 2? Let us know in the comments below, and let's dive right in. Today I have my rosé in a champagne glass for a couple of reasons. One, because I just want to cheers to Hannah. She is wowing me thus far. And two, I didn't have any clean wine glasses. So, you got to drink more carefully with a champagne glass. That's the thing. It's not as wide of a brim for you to just chug it down. Please drink responsibly. All right, guys, here we go. We're starting off with a group date, and it's a man pageant, I loved this date. The guys stripped down to their Speedos, showed off their talents. It was super funny, especially because I thought this was some of the best guest appearancing we've seen in a while. I loved the drag queens. I loved Miss J. So much personality, so many wide-eyed moments. They just really wowed me. But what did you guys think of this date? Because the only thing I will say is it's one of those moments on The Bachelorette where I think if the roles were reversed, like the crowd was cheering at one point, take it off. And like, what if that was a crowd of men doing that to women on stage? Not a great look. I didn't love that. It's like, let's keep the playing field nice and even where it should be, you know?
Get him, cowboy!
So Jed is a lot buffer than maybe we knew. So cheers to that. Just cheers to the guys and all their physiques. They all looked great. Did you have a favorite? One you were most attracted to? Let me know in the comments below. A six-pack doesn't do it for me. I like nice, strong arms, and a lot of these guys have some strong arms.
Let me tell you a little something about a lady.
But Jed goes from like super muscular to super singer, and then all of a sudden he has like a Jason Mraz like fedora on. Where did that come from? But man, when he starts singing, the look on Hannah's face, she was just infatuated with him, like biting her lip, loving it.
She was in full beast mode the whole time, and I was proud of her.
And I have to say, Hannah G, who was Hannah B's very good friend on Colton season, was here for Roses and Rosé Live, and she said that we should really watch Hannah's face this season because she wears all of her emotions on her face, and when she smiles a certain way, you know she's into somebody. When she smiles like, you know she's not. Oh, she was into Jed. Luke gets up on stage, and his talent is him telling Hannah that he's starting to genuinely fall in love with her.
I'm genuinely starting to fall in love with you.
If someone said that to me after I'd had about 2 conversations with them, like think about what your reaction in the normal world would be. I'd be like, the breath has left my body and I have to leave now. Bye. I'm gonna take this drink. Thank you so much for picking up the tab on the drinks. That was nice meeting. Okay, and okay. So I'm gonna get an Uber, and then I'm gonna share my status of my ride with my friends so that they know when I get home safely. Bye. Right? What does I'm starting to fall in love with you mean? You just throw the word love in there, and you get Miss J with the wide eyes because they're all blown away by it. But Luke P wins Mr. Right, so I guess there we are. What I did appreciate was that later at the cocktail party when they're talking, Hannah questions Luke P and what he says.
It's so fast. Like, how do you know? It just scares me.
Good job, Hannah. Cheers to Hannah for calling him out a little bit. And you know who called him out a lot? Mike.
Where's your crown and hat?
Mike, the hitch master. I love Mike, you guys. And he straight up tells him, quote, "You're a dog."
You're a dog? Yeah.
That took the breath from my body. Xana says Luke takes her breath away. She said that tonight. A lot of moments took my breath away tonight. So Mike just calls Luke out for saying he's falling in love with her. Says he doesn't believe him. Says, how do you know that? And Luke goes,
That's a phenomenal question.
That's a real question, man.
That's a real question. I love Mike. Cheers for every time Mike just slayed. Mike is our warrior. Mike is the audience's voice here. We like Mike. Then the date cart comes to the mansion, and I did not expect Tyler G to get the first one-on-one. I don't even remember meeting him on night one. I think I just thought he had really piercing eyes, like a little Twilight-y. What did you guys think of Tyler getting the first one-on-one? Surprising? Understandable? I was really shocked. But Hannah did bring a lot of guys who were standouts on that first group date, so maybe she just wanted to get to know more about Tyler.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I think I probably smiled like the entire time.
Back to the second half of the group date, and Hannah is talking to Jed, and she mentions that she likes his
Southern charm about you.
combined with his openness.
You just all different types of people.
And again, Hannah G told me that we should watch out for that because Hannah really wants a guy with that classic, modern though, Southern charm.
I want to give this rose to Jed.
Jed is notable, and then you know what? Jed gets the rose. Jed lost the battle, the Mr. Right pageant, but he won the war. He got the rose, and I think that's notable. I'm also still thinking about Game of Thrones. Jed lost the Battle of Winterfell. No, but the Battle of Winterfell was the one for all of life. This still bothers me, you guys, the whole season. All right, I'm sorry. Back to the Bachelorette. It's a different kind of Game of Thrones. Game of Roses. Okay. We're on the one-on-one with Tyler, and Tyler is giving me Jared vibes. He reminds me of Jared Haben a little bit, like both looks-wise, and he just seems like a nice, sweet guy. That's the thing about this date. I didn't really have much to say about it other than it seems like a normal date. They didn't get too deep and personal, but Tyler seems nice, and Hannah gave him a rose, and that's great. What did you think of Tyler? Next up, we are on another group date, and this time it's roller derby. The guys are not skating, they're more flailing. Don't drink every time one of them falls.
We were all like falling all over the place.
Holy smoke-a-rollies.
That's the battle. Like losing the battle, winning the war. Winning the war is winning the rose.
Oh my God, and then Tyler said that he lost the battle, but the war is the rose. What, am I psychic? Honestly, didn't I just say that about, I'd written that down about Jed. So cheers to myself, I'm a psychic.
It was so fun watching y'all. It was mostly flailing body.
And then Hannah says the guys weren't skating, they were flailing. Drink every time, I'm a psychic tonight. I'm sorry, guys, I have to talk about the kisses because they zoom in on them so much. I mean, the resolution on these cameras. I want to know how far away the camera is while they're kissing that they, like, get that close. I just couldn't help but notice that Dustin had a pretty serious stash. And Hannah seemed to be, like, all up in the stash. And I've never kissed anyone with a mustache, so I can't speak to it. Please let me know in the comments, what's it like? Is it okay? Are you kissing hair? Is it weird?
You hear everyone talk about her and talk about how great she is and everything.
We're hearing from the guys more. We're getting to know them more. And we get some ITM moments with Garrett. And drink for every inch of height that Garrett's hair has. It is like up here. What product is he using? That's the first question I'm gonna ask him when I meet him. Is it a pomade? Is it a spray? Do you blow dry it? Is it a combination? It's a little bit like Roger from Doug vibes with the hair, but Garrett's a good looking guy. And you know what? I give a guy credit who takes the time on his hair, I really do.
I really do feel like I need some time this week. I miss her.
So Cam, we've been seeing him all episode. He's been like cooped up in the mansion, not going out on dates. Remember, he met Hannah on the live AFR and he got a kiss on night one. So Cam had kind of already had his time, but Cam doesn't like this. Cam doesn't like being cooped up. So Cam has gone from ABCing, always being Cam, to DEFing, dude exhibiting ferocity. Cam shows up on the date. He just shows up on the date, and Hannah like looks to the side as if she's looking at the producers like, do I interact with him? What do I do? What's happening? And I guess he showed up to talk to her for 30 seconds and make out with her. Whatever. It's that time in the show where everybody's gonna be upset about time being stolen and blah, blah, blah. There's also a guy in a red shirt who looks like the other Tyler, but I don't think it's the other Tyler. He got the one-on-one. I don't know who the red shirt guy is.
I'm trying not to get over-analytical, to over-analyze things.
But Cam's talking to Hannah and making a lot of puns about like Hannahalizing things. And then Cam's talking to the Cam.
I know what her expectations are.
Which is a pun he should have made. And oh my God, Tyler is slowly walking up behind him like a horror movie. ABC Cam, actually be careful. Tyler taps him on the back to call him out for what he's done by showing up on this date clearly, and Cam's eyes are like flooded with fear. There's a lot of eye work on this date. Like Miss J with the Okay. Then this moment's interesting. Cam makes his case with Tyler.
And we all signed up for this knowing that this comes with the territory.
Look, man, Hannah wants somebody bold. She doesn't want somebody passive.
She doesn't want a passive man.
Who did you guys agree with? Cam or Tyler? Cam or Tyler? I see what Cam is saying. I do. I'm not into the thing where people like get mad about people's time. It's like, do what you gotta do and be yourself, because truly there are no rules on this show. There's no rules, just right. Where does that phrase come from?
Outback Steakhouse, no rules, just right.
I don't like that phrase.
And that's just the way it goes.
For a second, man.
Yeah.
And then, oh my God, now Garrett has come to talk to Cam. I couldn't believe this. I thought it would just be a Tyler-Cam showdown. Drink for every guy who confronts Cam. But it's also like, guys, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Go, Hannah, interact. Go talk to Hannah, because you are not gonna get this time back, and you're wasting your time confronting Cam, ABCing a lot of boys confronting Cam instead of talking to Hannah. This is all the time you have. Forget it. This is a mistake. Don't do it. But then there's another one. Then the red-shirted guy, he's gonna confront Cam. And they have a weird interaction about Cam stepping on people's toes, and Cam said, y'all's toes don't matter.
Y'all's toes don't matter.
Which I just thought was a funny comeback. And red shirt guy is like backing away, drink for every step backwards he takes. Both literally and in his relationship with Hannah, because he should just be talking to Hannah, you know what I'm saying? All right, so then we find out red shirt's name is Kevin. His name is Kevin, and he says that he doesn't like Cam's shenanigans, and let's be honest, he should have had another pun and called them Shicamigans. I'll go home. I'll go home. I'll be honest. Chris likes that I have this outlet to get out my weirdness. He's like, get the singing out at work. It's fair. I didn't know who was gonna get the rose, and then Dustin got it. And that was a surprise to me, but I guess it's like, when you get hurt on a date, you get the rose. I don't know. And then Kevin says,
it's just gonna make me really sad if I get sent home because my name starts to dissolve from her memory.
And I'm sorry, but I was a psychic again because I didn't know Kevin's name. It did dissolve. Okay, back at the mansion for the cocktail party, and a lot of brunette dudes in gray suits, which I support. I love a gray suit.
Hey, guys.
Wow.
Hannah comes in to the cocktail party, and I don't know why she's crying. She's just crying. It's very unclear to me. I don't want her to cry. I love her. I want her to be comforted. But I don't know why. I didn't get a full understanding. Maybe just tired. She's probably tired and overwhelmed.
You mind if I steal it for a little bit? No, for sure.
And then Kevin, whose name we now know, steals Hannah. And I loved this. He was like, let's just scream. I loved Kevin so much in this brief amount of time. He like said what his job is. He works for the Army, and he does like behavioral counseling. He said yes ma'am to her. He had a fun moment with her in like 30 seconds. I loved Kevin. And then Cam ruined it. Oh, Cam. ABC always be coming around. And then I don't even know what happened. He like ruined their cute moment with a weird threesome moment to sit them down on the ground and eat chicken nuggets inside of some rose petals. It was so strange. Oh, ABC, always be chicken nuggeting. It was weird, right? It was just killing the vibe.
Will you accept this honey mustard?
Yes.
Do you guys agree? Were you over Cam at this point? I kind of was. So we've had A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Now we have LMNO. Look, man, not open to the nuggets. Get out of here with those. Actually, bring them over to me. I will eat them, but I don't know why you did what you did, Cam. I wasn't on board. And Kevin wasn't either because he throws the nuggets at Cam. I love this show. Have you ever thrown chicken nuggets at someone? No. Go on The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, you could. Weirdly, we keep using Cam's floor rose, and Tyler and Hannah are sitting and talking in the floor rose and like drink the entire time that Tyler tried to sit down in that rose. He was like, okay, I got a gray suit on. This is on the ground. I don't want to ruin this suit. I gotta spend a lot of money on it. Okay. You look great! Luke and Hannah, luckily, don't do the floor rose, but instead they do what looks like a dining room table. I don't know, they're sitting on that table, and this is now LMNO PQR, possibly quite racy. And this moment takes a turn, and oh, by takes a turn, I mean takes a shirt off. Yes, Luke's shirt gets taken off. And Hannah talks about how hanging out with Luke is thrilling.
Thrilling.
And hot.
So hot.
And drink for every like, ooh, moment that Hannah's like, oh, I like him. And she's like caught up in it, and like Hannah is super attracted to Luke. That's what we know here, and that's important because that physical attraction, especially when you don't get to spend that much time with someone, means something on the show and can either be powerful or misleading. So we got a lot to watch here. What do you guys think of Hannah and Luke's connection? Okay, so Hannah is STU, super turned up in this moment, and then as they're like massaging each other, Jed comes in.
What's going on?
And I loved how dry Jed was. He like looks at shirtless Luke and he's like, yeah, dude, it's not super appealing.
Not super appealing, man. I'm just kidding. I did.
But Hannah did seem upset. Tell me what you guys thought of this moment, because I think of all people, Hannah would not have wanted Jed to walk in on that moment. She was like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. And I think it mattered to her that Jed saw that. Like, she didn't want him to, you know, get upset about what she was doing. They let things get out of control, and Hannah doesn't have any words. And she's like, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do? And it's like, VWXYZ, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to say, I don't know what these letters mean anymore. You gotta go fix things with Jed, girl.
How are you?
I'm okay.
So Jed and Hannah do have this cute conversation, and he said something really wise that I'm gonna remember. He said that being jealous and worrying.
Being jealous or worried, it's never paid off one time in my life.
Jed, I like you. I like it, Jed. Who are you guys into the most after this episode? Tell me. Both like mentally and emotionally and physically, because we did see them all pretty naked. Tell me. Rose ceremony is finally happening, and I think we sent home Connor and Darren and a good-looking guy in a gray suit, but I never knew his name. Maybe it was Zima in Paradise. And then they do a cheers, and oh my God, Cam cheers to Hannah having his last name.
To my future best friend, Miss Hannah Ayala.
Ayala.
That's my last name.
Cam, stop. Cam, that was quite presumptuous, Cam. ABC, always be claiming that name. I like my last name, Zima. It's great, and I don't ever want to give it up. But oh, the night's not over with the rose ceremony. I guess Luke took a note from Cam, and he's being bold, and he just comes into a place where he was uninvited. Hannah's ITM. That's another acronym we can't forget. In the moment is when they're just talking directly to the camera.
Like even with Tyler G, it was like.
So Luke comes in, and he and Hannah talk, and you can feel the chemistry between them.
How about you just sit in my lap?
Yeah.
And he tells her that everything he's saying is 100% real. Yes, he said he was starting to fall in love with her. Yes, it was really soon, but he promises it's genuine.
Everything I'm telling you is 100% real.
Did you guys believe Luke? Here's what I think. I think Luke believes Luke. Let's not forget that this is the guy who introduced himself to us by saying that he had a conversation with God in the shower. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I just think he's someone who clearly believes in like what we cannot see, in destiny, in fate, in a higher power, in love at first sight, it seems. Love at first shirtless massage. Love at first growling at each other from atop a limo. Love at first telling someone that you love them during a contrived men drag race competition. So that was this episode. We did have a cute moment at the end where Mateo ate a bunch of bugs but didn't tell Hannah yet that he is a sperm donor and a father to more than 100 children. When will that happen? I'm excited for that moment. I dug it. I really think Hannah says what she's thinking, and it makes for such better television. And these guys all have a lot of personality. I'm so on board. I'm really loving this season. And one more shameless plug. I am on Cameo. Please send me your Cameo requests if you want, you guys, because I love doing them. I've gotten such fun ones, and they've been so fun for me. Like, it's just a great moment to be creative. ABC, always be creative. I gotta stop. His phrase got stuck in my head. I give him that. Okay. Love you guys so much. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. ABC, always. Bye. So I'm just loving this season of The Bachelorette, and it's just been an amazing journey for me so far, and I'm really opening up and letting my walls come down, and these guys are making me...
Do you want to sing a song?
Yes. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Cam is bold and so's Luke P.
Sit in my lap.
Q, R, S, T, U, V. But who's being genuine with Hannah B? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Bottom line, who's most crazy?